Now I'd like to spend some time with you, not too much, I hope, because you must be getting tired, to speak about subsidiary organs of the General Assembly. The symbols of General Assembly subsidiary organs always begin with the letter A, that is well known, followed by some special identification. And we're going to start with the main committees of the General Assembly. As you know, there are 6 of them, on which all member states are represented, as they are in the plenary. So a draft resolution which is submitted by a main committee is almost sure to be adopted by the General Assembly, since all member states are represented in both organs. Each main committee is identified as follows, as you can see on the chart. The first committee is identified by A, followed by C.1 / then 59, and the first document of the first committee at the 59th session will be, of course, identified by number 1. And the same system is followed for the other 5 main committees. AC2 for the second committee, AC3 for the third, AC4 for the fourth, AC5 for the fifth, and of course AC6 for the 6th committee. As you know, each main committee deals with a special group of subjects. We're not going to insist on that now, but you should know that. There are then some other in-session committees. One of them is the Credentials Committee, which is identified by A/CR, followed by the session number. And the General Committee. The General Committee, we spoke about it at length, is identified by ABUR for Bureau. That's already well known. So the first document of the General Committee at the 59th session will be A.BUR 59.1. So much for the in-session committees. As you know, there are many committees that meet between sessions of the General Assembly to prepare the work of the Assembly. Some of them are of a permanent nature, some of them are ad hoc committees. So the so-called permanent committees are identified by the letters CN. For instance, the Committee on Contributions will have documents beginning with A/CN2. So whenever you see ACN2, you know that you're dealing with a document of the Committee on Contributions. The International Law Commission will have the symbol ACN4. So those are the standing committees of the General Assembly. There are also some ad hoc committees, many of them, which are supposed to be ad hoc and provisional, but some of them have existed for decades. For instance, the Special Committee on Peacekeeping Operations is identified by A, followed by AC, meaning ad hoc committee. 121 is the number assigned to that particular committee. The same way, the Committee on Conferences is identified as AC 172. So you see at a glance, whenever you see 172, that you're dealing with a document of the Committee on Conferences. And then the General Assembly may also convene international conferences. And those conferences will be identified, of course, by the A as a key symbol, followed by conf, the word conf, or the letters CONF, followed by that number that was assigned for that particular conference. In this case, we have a document of the 4th World Conference on Women, A Conf 177. Those are some symbols identifying subsidiary organs.